Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. Having some challenges here with OBS. I don't know if anybody else is having this situation, but my camera was disappearing. Um, things were freezing and not showing up, so I'm hoping that doesn't continue to happen. Let me just turn this down a little bit here. I'm a little loud. But yeah, so I'm hoping that gets a bit better because in all honesty, that's kind of annoying. But I think there was an update recently, so maybe that's why. So yeah, so for those who don't know, everybody, I'm Mandi, one half of Salt and Sass Games. You're probably going to see me most often on the channel not because I have time, but just, I like to stream and chat with everybody. And I have a lot of games to get through, so I'm going to get comfortable here. I'm just on a thing. So I don't usually stream on Friday nights. Actually, I don't usually stream too much at night, usually during the day, because I'm not going to lie, I am tired. My eyes are burning a little bit today, and it's been a rough work week. Just a lot of random stuff. So I don't know if anybody else is having that kind of work week, but I'm done. Like, I'm glad it's done and I'm done. So yeah. So hopefully people had a better week than I did. Hey, Jelcat, thanks for popping in. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I don't know. I mean, for many reasons, it's been a week, especially for the neighbors south to us, because I am in Canada, for those who don't know. So it's a lot. So I figured today I'm really exhausted, but I said, you know what? If I can make it, and Chelcat, you can make it to the chat, and anybody else, let's do what we can. And I'm glad you showed up. And I'm pretty sure it was you last time who was helping me with the math game. If it wasn't you, I'm going to rely on you tonight because we're going to play, what is it? Guilty Houston 2015. So I literally have not opened the box. Okay, I've opened the box, but I haven't gone past that. Hey, Amanda. Thanks for popping in. Amanda, I feel like we see each other so much. You must be tired of hearing my voice. For those who don't know, maybe I can do, okay, I tried a new shout out thing, Amanda. You can tell me what you think here. Let me see. Amanda's got a channel. Please let this work. Hey, yeah. Amanda's got a channel. I know some of you know this channel and watch her already. So there you go. Put a little shout out for you there, Amanda, so you can go check out more of her stuff because I know she streams way more than I do. And Chelcat, loved that you're into this like stream avatar. I love that you like flew up on the stream. I just keep getting surprised. It's amazing. And it was okay. It was you, the investigative puzzle game. Perfect. So we won't play for too long. I know it's Friday night and it's a lot of people have things to do. And I've been playing this game called Harold Halibut. I don't know if you all have heard of it. It's so fun. So I want to get back to that later. But I do want to play this with all of you. So very excited for that. Okay. So Amanda, I don't know how long you're here. Please feel free to jump in because I do have to make those meetings that we set up for the foundation. So for those who don't know, Amanda and I do work with the Rose Gauntlet Foundation, and we are in charge of events. So you'll see us at conventions if you go. At some of the events we put on. It's going to be a busy time of year. So Amanda, I think you... Hey, Time Roller. Thanks for popping in. My little sound isn't working for that. All right, I have to look into that later. Let me see. I've been doing... Lost you. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Okay, you are hearing the sound? Okay, good. I have a little notification thing that lets me know when people pop in for the first time. Are you hearing it? It's like a little bling. If you're not, totally fine. It's more for me so I don't miss things because I have to switch to this desk. I can fix it after. I probably just turned it. You can hear it. Okay, so I just can't hear it. So I have to figure out what I did on my end. That's a thing. Oh, apparently have a delivery, I've been told. Okay, you are getting the wow. Okay, good. Chelcat, I love the way you spelled it. Wow. Actually, that's pretty damn accurate. Well, hello, Time Roller. We're just about to jump into a game. And Viper Frag 78. Hello there. How are you? And it says you're a first-time chatter, so welcome. We're about to pop into a solving crime game. I'm really glad that there are a lot of people here because nothing is worse than one person trying to figure out and you get frustrated. So the game, just before we come in, sorry, Chellcat, you're going to hear this for the millionth time. Guilty. So I have a green screen, so it's doing weird things. Houston 2015. Hey, and Viper Frank. Okay, so are you in there? I'm trying to see your name on screen. Oh, you're in there. So I know, I'm sorry. ADHD, I get sidetracked really easily. So we're going to play this together. Y'all need to stick around and help me because I'm very bad. No judgments, okay? Because I'm probably going to do things you're like, what the heck, Mandy? But that's why all of you are here, to help me. And I have literally just opened the box, but I haven't pulled anything out. Yes, the little meeples at the bottom. So Joe Sondow, I don't know if any of you follow him on here. He's the one who put me onto this, and it's called Streaming Avatar. So it's something you can get on Steam and then connect it to Twitch or whatever, and put it on your page. And yeah, and then these are super fun. So like I can, hold on, like drop little like, I mean, I think you all will be able to like get these with like, they have like a currency in there. So don't forget, you gotta do the, oh yes, thank you for that. I forgot. Hold on, let me try this. Y'all, you're gonna have to bear with me. I don't know what Joe's channel is. Do you know? Does anybody know? I don't think it's Joe. Oh my god, this keyboard is going to be the death of me, I swear. Okay, well, if somebody knows Joe's channel, we'll do a little shout out and you can check out his channel. But it is. Okay, thank you. Ah, look at you. Thanks, Amanda. You're so great. Yeah, my keyboard's being weird. I got some new outlets put in, so I had to like turn everything off and power everything back up, and things are being a bit weird. So thank you. Don't forget to play the slots when you have a chance in Streaming Avatars in the chat. Just do a little, I think it's like a exclamation mark slots, but I don't know if you have to be in there for a certain amount of time, and it lets you win the like in-game currency so you can pay for other fun things. So I don't know. Okay, there you go. Okay. I reset everything, so it should be okay. I think you have to be in there for a little while, but I will. Yeah, see, it's weird. Okay, you have to be in there for a while. That's okay. We're going to get you some funds. This is what we're going to do. So, oh, come on. Okay, so if I put stars, you need to try and jump over them. Oh, yeah, there you go. Someone's doing stars. I'm going to throw a bunch in here. Get all the funds. And if you jump, if you win the jump game, I think it's like, might be exclamation jump or in the chat. I'm not sure. This is all new to me, so y'all I'm right there with you. But if you successfully jump over these, they also give you currency. Yeah, you got it. Okay, Viper Frag. Yes. And okay. I don't know why I'm so excited. There you go. That's how you win the funds. I guess with the slots, you need to have money to bet money sort of thing. There you go, time roller. So I like to just toss these in just in the beginning so y'all get some money. I'm way too excited about this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay. It's so random. Yay! Okay, so if you ever need more stars, just let me know in the chat and I'll throw more of those things in there. So you can get some money. And now you can play the slots, I think, because you have money to bet, which makes sense. Okay, y'all came here for a game. Let me stop chattering away on random stuff. Did it work now? Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I know you played the slots, Viper. I want to see if it worked for you. Because I know on the other stream, like, people were going gangbusters. So it might be delayed. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, there it is. Hey. I think you can win like 20. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. Okay, let me switch over here, right? Okay, sorry, different camera, different microphone. Can you all still hear me? Run. Yeah, run. We've switched scenes. Let me just turn my thing here. Okay, the microphone is not as amazing as my other one. It's not hooked up to a mixer or anything, but it will do for our purposes. So as long as you can hear me, thank you for confirming. Is my camera working? Okay, this is giving me the business. Okay, so who has heard of Guilty Houston 2015? This is an Iello game, and I hadn't heard of them until not too long ago, but this has been on my shelf for a while, so I'm like, you know what? It's time that I got it played. Gosh, I look so, the light's right on my face. I'm like, why do I look like that? Oh, Amanda. Well, then you can't leave, Amanda, yet. We're holding you hostage in the event that I don't know what I'm doing, which is pretty accurate. So, so I didn't, as you can see, I waited for all of you. Spoiler alert, don't look at anything until instructed to do so. Yet in this box, hold the key to solving a case. Peeking at them now might reveal too much. before you even begin your investigation. Now it says give yourself plenty of time, 3 to 4 hours. We are not going to do a 3 to 4 hour playtime tonight. We'll maybe bang out like an hour. And if you all are like, yeah, this was fun, we'll do another session. If you're like, this is trash, we won't. Okay, you've heard of it, Amanda. My apologies. Okay, so there you go. So y'all can help me out a little bit. I'm love playing these games, but I feel like I miss like obvious things. So it's really nice. Yeah, it's really nice to have other people in the chat. Cool. All right, it says now open the sheet to learn how to play. So we're going to learn together. So normally I would prepare by like kind of looking at the rules a little bit, but I wanted to do this together. So let me just do that. Yep. Okay, it's not long. We're trying to go through it quickly so I don't have to bore you with rules, but it's important. Okay, so components and setup. Remove the following items from the box one by one without flipping them over or peeking at them. All right, so we will take that out. Okay, well, I'm trying to not peek at anything, but also like, okay. Okay, come on. All right, so, is there anything in there? Oh, there's something on the bottom. Hold on. Okay, so there was this. Try not to like. All right. So that was in the box. It says investigation area supplement. I see. So it's this. So this comes out and it says place a supplement in the middle of the table in my inmate side up. Oh, this is quite the thing. I might have to stretch out for this bad boy. It's long. It's quite lengthy here. Okay, well, it looks like we might have to zoom out just a smidge. There we go. Okay, well, this is turning out to be quite the situation. There we go. Let me pull that down a bit. There are probably cards that are going to go on top and on the side. So we'll do that for now, and then we'll sort it out as we go. Cool. All right. Then, so this is lets you store cards and lets you retrieve information easily and quickly. I don't know why my screen got real weird colored there. Sorry, everybody. It's being weird. Okay. So now, whoops. I turned red for some reason. I don't know why. So OBS has been real strange. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if any of you use OBS. I know Time Roller, maybe you do. Amanda, you do. But it's been giving me the business. All right. Well, I don't really like looking red, so... Oh, that's funny. Okay. It is what it is for now. We'll just leave it. I don't know. The lighting's being a bit strange, so it is what it is. As long as y'all can suffer with it, I can. It's cool. All right. So now, the story card deck. So it's 62 large cards. So I'm assuming it's this. Place this deck on one side of the play area. All right. Now, for those, I have nails. You think this would be a thing, but... All right. Amanda's like, wait, I have played this. Okay, I look like a lobster. What is going on with this lighting? It's being so weird. I don't like it. And then my green screen, it's being like so strange. Boo earns. All right, let's see if I can fix it so I don't look so terrible. Thing hates my life, I swear. Okay, maybe we can use this one. So maybe. All right, well, no, it's going to be on the difficult bus. Okay, so now we have the cards. We're just going to put them here for now. I don't know. We'll sort it out later as to what we do with them. Okay, then we have the the large ones are, okay, they're just investigated. They're each numbered in a box. They represent actions you can perform during the game, such as questioning suspects or searching cells, and the consequence of these actions. All right. Then, let's open these. We have the small cards, which are time cards. And we're going to put these on the table. You would think having nails would be useful. Apparently they are not for this circumstance. Okay. And I don't know what this is yet, so we'll get to that in a second. Those are the time cards. Additional material. This is the envelope. We just need to leave it near the story deck, so I guess we'll just kind of throw it here for now. Bloop. And again, I might have to zoom out. I don't want to zoom out too much, but I guess I can sort it out later. And the deck is sorted in ascending order of the numbers in the bottom left corner of each card. They are... this deck represents the relentless passing of time. A number of locked events await you at the end of this deck will likely throw your investigation in disarray. Additional material, so in an envelope, that's going to stay there. Okay, so technically, this is supposed to go here, so I might have to zoom out for this. But I don't want to do it too much. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to, eh? Who earns? All right, and then I have a little zoom thing that'll allow us to come in if we need to, so... Okay, that's as far as I want to go with that. At least I'm not red anymore. That's a plus. Okay, so let's do that. Sneak those in there. I'll just do that. So, 10 o'clock is the first card. You can all hopefully see that. If not, I can zoom in. And so we're just using these two areas for the cards. I got my little pen and paper. That's the discard for this. And all inaccessible items here. I guess technically it's supposed to be like over here somewhere. So we'll just do that. And then the envelope I'm just going to put to the side. We don't really need it right now. Okay, cool. Conduct the investigation. In the guilty scenario, players collectively take on the role of a single character trying to solve the case. Well, it's not single. In this case, it's a group of us. Read the introduction on the back of this sheet. The game will then prompt you to collect specific numbered cards and add them to the investigation area. Oh, okay. All right. Y'all ready? I'm going to read the story. Houston 2015 Introduction. It's taken until 9 p.m. for the bar to start buzzing. Trapped having drinks for your coworker Terry's birthday, you're already on your third beer with a fourth round on the way. You've been munching peanuts to forget that this time last week you were still chain-smoking cigarettes. Geez, TD, don't you ever check your damn phone? Your partner Abraham grumbles, thrusting his own cell toward you. You pin the phone against your ear and head for the exit away from the noise. Outside, the night is unusually chilly, even for a 15th of December. The reproach in your commissioner's voice is unmistakable. I've been trying to reach you for the past hour, Theodora. Can the excuses. Someone's dead. You know who Senator Kowalski is, right? You quickly confirm his presumption. Well, the stiff's his own daughter. Get over to the county jail. The warden's waiting for you. You hang up, sniff the lingering tobacco smell, catch your fingers rolling an imaginary cigarette. If Abraham hadn't been on sick leave for burnout, you would have happily handed him the case. Back in the bar, you give an excuse to the birthday boy and turn on your phone. After parking your car by the entrance to the penitentiary center, struggling here, you recognize two familiar faces and instinctively raise two fingers to your temple in an informal salute. That would be Garcia, married to the job, but not the sharpest tool in the shed, and O'Hare, a guy with dubious moral compass. Right, Shellcat? Already, problems. See? I'm glad you're listening. I'm like, okay. Exactly right. Tisk tisk. A stocky man in a zipped-up parka saunters up to you. He greets you with a handshake. Don Russell, I'm the lucky guy in charge here. Follow me. I'll give you the rundown. Gratefully releasing his hand, unpleasantly cold yet clammy from anxiety, you follow the warden as he breathlessly explains the situation. Frank Kowalski's daughter had been incarcerated here for the past year and a half. Tonight we found her soaking in her own blood. We called 911, but she was DOA. It's a shit show. You don't have to spell it out. After a few twists and turns, you reach a Formica-furnished office. Russell takes a seat between an outdated computer and a heap of paperwork. So, any idea what happened, you inquire? Not really, he shrugs. Julia was prone to bouts of depression, and I'm not even sure what's better, if she committed suicide or was offed by a fellow inmate. Oh my gosh, that's awful. Any suspects? 4, actually. Julia was being held in a single bunk cell in a restricted area. You feel your mind sharpening, cutting through the alcohol-induced haze. The VIP block, I suppose? Actually, no. A pilot rehabilitation project, they call it. Some of the girls are serving long sentences, but they keep out of trouble. They run the workshop kitchens and laundry. The men's quarters are on the floor above them. There's no way they could be in contact with the male prisoners. This ain't one of those Swedish hippie jails. What the heck? Anyways, Julia Kowalski, do you know her father? Yeah, kinda. I saw him once last year in 2014 during his re-election campaign. A tough guy, but he called me from time to time. I never dreamed I'd be contacting him to tell him his daughter was dead. I thought he was going to roast me alive over the phone. Russell tosses you a hefty ring of keys followed by a hostile glance. Take a look around, but lock the doors behind you. Got it. You peer through the window. Outside, the watchtowers are bathed in the blue and red glow of police lights, like eerie Christmas trees. Where did you find her? You ask without shifting your gaze. In the showers. There's blood up to the ceiling. And the suspects? They're in isolation. Good luck interviewing them. Some didn't say a word during their own trial. He taps his watch nervously. It's 10 p.m. There's already a press conference slated for 11 a.m. tomorrow. You're going to have to brief the media and family. We both have an interest in understanding absolutely everything that has happened here. Good luck. All right, so hopefully you caught that. It was a bit long, I'm sorry. But if you need me to repeat anything, let me know. So it says take cards 1 to 24 and place them face down in the investigation area in the spaces matching the symbol on each card. I see, so they're probably going to go on these ones here. I'm wondering, I just want to make sure which card it is we're supposed to do. Okay, so we've read that. Okay, all the story cards in the investigation are available, and the story cards are these ones. They represent suspects available for questioning, locations to search, evidence to analyze. Simply pick a card, flip it over, reveal its contents. The back of a story card contains several types of information. There's always text or an illustration to help you. After reading a card, leave it face up in the investigation area unless otherwise instructed. Then pick another card in the investigation area and flip it over. Important! In many cases, flipping a story card over requires you to spend time represented by drawing a card from the time deck. Okay? Items left outside of the play area are considered inaccessible. So I'll try to remember, like, if it's here, we can't play with it, but we're in, like, this kind of, like, over to the side. The final time card will inform you it's time to report your findings and explain how to do so. Simply flip the supplement over and follow the instructions. Note you won't have enough time during the game to read all of the story cards. You will then have to answer questions, make choices. Each outcome is different. So we just follow the instructions on the card and focus on the investigation. Always resolve any action shown in a yellow banner. So it shows, I think this is what they mean with a yellow banner, but we'll get there. And it says do what the banner asks immediately after reading it. And that's really it. Okay, let's jump in. So we need to take cards 1 to 24 and place them face down in the investigation area. So I'm assuming they mean these cards. So this is the top card. It says, leave the following cards in this deck until the game tells you to retrieve them. When searching for a card, look only at the number on the left side of the card. And then it tells us what these things mean. So the things I was just talking about. And I can close up on that after. So we have to take 1 through 24. That's a lot of cards. 24. Okay. All right, so we take 1 through and place them face down in the spaces matching the symbol on the card. Oh, I see. I think. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Pick a story card and then flip it over and read it. All right, so these are what the cards look like on this side. And now it's talking about the symbols, which I'm assuming are these ones. So, bear with me. I'm guessing this is face down? It doesn't really say. Okay. Bear with me for a moment. Collect the card from the corresponding deck and place it in your investigation area face down. Okay, sure. Newly acquired cards always enter play face down. Okay. All right. Okay, so I guess it's just this. And then when we play them, we probably play them to here. That's the way I'm understanding this. Okay. So I guess the first things first. We do this. Okay. Sorry, it's not super clear here. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing we just take a card and read it. Pick a card and flip it over. Reveal its content. So let's maybe just start with the first one and see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So the first one, it says cell search for Julia Kowalski, which is this person right here. I'm just going to put these down here because we're not playing with these at the moment. And I guess we'll just flip it. And I'm guessing it's going to go here, but let's just put it down here so you can actually read it. I'm going to move these, actually. They're in the way. Sorry, I didn't expect it to be so long. All right, let's get in here real quick. Okay, that's really hard to see for some reason, but... Okay, well, not the clearest, but I will read it. Julia, who exactly were you? Oh, hold on a second here. Reveal the top. Oh, and it has this symbol on the bottom, and it says to reveal the top card of the time deck. Read any text on the card, then discard it. Do not flip any time cards over unless... Okay. Oh, all right. Perfect. So we also have to do that. So we have to read this, and we also have to do this. My apologies. Julia, who exactly were you? You murmur through clenched teeth. What did you say, ma'am? Garcia asked. Nothing. Never mind. You continue searching every nook and cranny, filling little bags for the lab. Junk or evidence, who's to say? Still, you have a distinct impression that someone has cleaned up in here, covering their tracks. You tug at the bedhead. Wow, you really did keep a secret diary, Julia. Sorry, what, ma'am? Garcia persists. Damn it, Garcia, let me think. You should be looking for whatever sharp object she did it with. From over your shoulder, you hear a low, resigned whistle from Garcia as he acknowledges your instructions. So it says to pull card 29. Oh, got something on my hand here. All right, card 29. Okay, so card 29 is record evidence, and it says Julia's wall. So, okay, newly acquired cards enter play face down, and we are not required to reveal them unless they have this symbol on them, this little symbol here. So, well, it does have that symbol, so we are going to reveal it. Ooh, okay. We found a cell phone. And I don't know if you can see that. I did get up close there, but it has kind of like scratch marks for time on there. So, okay, there's a few of them there, but they stopped counting when they got down there. But it's a cell phone. It's a little cracked. Then it says, you avoid showing him that the prison has aged badly and that simply dragging a fingernail across the cell wall is enough to mark the plaster. You leave the cell feeling slightly confused. Your biggest takeaway from the search is brain-racking question. What would you do if you were locked up for years in a prison with crumbling walls? So because we have this time card, we are required to read what's on this card, and then we discard it. Okay. That's what's on the time card. Sure. Unless we're supposed to start at 10:20, but that's hilarious. Nope. All right. Well, there it is. I guess that's a freebie. I find that really funny. All right. Well, now it's saying 10. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so that was what was on the card. Let's zoom back out here. So the time is saying 10:20. Actually, I'll just put that slightly up here because you need to see the symbol. And that's just a discard. So we found a phone in Julia's cell, and we got a time card. Each of those hash marks on the wall 7? Great question. Yeah, it was a little blurry to see. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, it's hard to see there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll just double check. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those have 7, and the last one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them have 7, and the last one only has 6. So that's a great question. I was thinking about that after, but yes, that's the case. And then on the top, sorry, let me zoom back in here. It's hard to see for you. Maybe I can pull it up here. If you look at the top right, upper right, there's like a star in a circle and like an infinity symbol with some lines. And then like an upside down cross or almost like a T. So that's what's looking at. Okay. All right. So that was the first thing. We advanced time. And that's it. So I think when we investigate, we don't necessarily have to do them in order. We can pick whatever we want. Because these are technically part of the investigation area. I am going to have not as much room to play with here. So let's just throw those off the screen. I think what's going to happen is these cards will probably go to the corresponding picture. So this is Julia, so Julia stuff will go there. But I'll leave them out so we have things to look at. Okay, so this is for Julia. Let's just do that. Okay. After leaving it face up, pick another card in the area, flip it over. Yeah, so that's it. So we just have to pick a card from here. So there are a lot of them, so I don't want to take them all out, but I'll put them out so you can kind of see. You all can tell me a card that you want to check out. So let's see here. These are going to be a little hard to see for you. So I'll just read them out. So we have... Here, I'll read them. So just tell me to stop if something sounds good. So the first card I'm going to pull out, we have a cell search for Dominic Bailey. Interrogation of Dominic Bailey. Tattoos of Dominic Bailey. Jessica DeLeon. Interrogation. Tattoos. Cell search of Petra Fuller. Interrogation of Petra Fuller. Tattoos of Petra Fuller. Jasmine. Where's Jasmine? Jasmine. Fils Aimé. So you can do a cell search, interrogation, all that. So you can do all of those things for all, the rest of the prisoners that are there. So let's do 7. Okay, so if you want to do some more searching of that, we can do that. Or we can search the workshop, the library, the chapel, the kitchen, the visiting room, the laundry, the toilets, the showers, the store, or the infirmary, or we can interview the night guards. What do you think we should do? So, to reiterate, we can do cell search, interrogation, or looking at tattoos of any of the people that are prisoners, or we can look at some of the locations, and some of them are some of the locations that are at the top. So what do y'all think in the chat we should do first? I'm not opposed to doing anything. So I know Chelcat is like here for this, so if you have an option, I'm willing to anybody and jump in the chat if there's something you want to see. And nothing's wrong answer. I mean, we're doing this to try it. So let's see what everyone thinks. So did they tell us where the body was found? Can we go there? Okay, let me just quickly go back to the story. Okay, let's see. So let's see where the body was found. Okay, some of the girls were serving long sentences. They kept out of trouble. They run the workshop, kitchens, and laundry. This men's quarters are above them. Okay. Just says, take a look around. Where did you find her? You asked Shifted Gaze. In the showers. So she was found in the showers. Do you want it? So you want to go there? Okay, so let's see if we have that option. Great idea. Yep, showers is an option. So let's go there. All right, I'll kind of separate these out a little bit just because they are different things. All right, the showers. Woo! Okay, let's zoom in on the showers here. I'm just going to put this here. Okay, so the showers, it says, you asked the forensic guys to give you some space so that you can picture what went on here. The shower block consists of 10 individual stalls with swinging doors. You look along the wide blood stain leading from the entrance to one of the stalls. Pushing open to the door, you find a macabre Jackson Pollock. Okay. Red paint on white canvas. You imagine Kowalski, hair and body lathered in soap, failing to hear the door opening or the blows coming. She could not have fenced off the attack and apparently didn't even have time to scream. Donning latex gloves, you search all the stalls, floor drains, and waste bins. Nada. You empty the solitary toiletry bag sitting on a shelf under a mirror. In addition to a toothbrush, a menstrual pad, and a pair of tweezers, you find a strange scrap of wet paper. Notary. So it's something here that says two, and it said husbands, but then it's crossed out and says wives. Custom does not allow of more than one. So I'll repeat, for the notary, it says the husbands, crossed out, wives. Customs does not allow of more than one. And then it tells us to pull card 50. And we'll see what that's about. Okay, so card 50 is, let me just slide that over a bit, is record evidence. And this is from the a snippet of dialogue from this area. Okay. And it says, the mysterious scrap of paper is bagged, sealed, and sent to the mobile forensic lab, waiting in the prison parking lot. Within minutes, someone calls your mobile phone. We just sent you the report, ma'am, but you're going to be disappointed. You spot the email notifications as you hang up. It seems you're not the only one hammering away at the case. Okay, let's see what it says here. So on the phone of the card, it says DNA evidence, none. Text, notary, 2 husbands. Custom does not allow of more than one. But remember, it's crossed off with pen. It says wives now. Medium, part of a torn page. Source, quote from a Molière play, The Learned Ladies. And then there's a fingerprint. I'll put that up close so you can see. Okay. So, give us a little bit of information, and then we do, in fact, have to turn a time card. Okay, well, a game by Johann Servet. Oh, my camera froze. Give me one sec. Illustrated by Jocelyn Millet. So this is a great way of getting the publishers and things out so you can see, which is really fun. All right, we're in it. So, I don't even remember where we ended up. Oh yeah, we had to turn a time card. And that was because we got the fingerprint. We have no DNA evidence. Nothing's really telling us anything here, but it was a little weird on that notary. I'll just pull this up to the camera. Hopefully you can see that. It's not great. Sorry, everybody. But it's has a little cross out there. So it said 2 husbands, and they crossed out and says 2 wives. I don't really know what that means yet, but just as a quick recap, just said there was a lot of blood. Interesting, they say Jackson Pollock. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Jackson Pollock art. Go look it up. You'll see why that is a lot. But we didn't find anything, and we have no DNA results. So technically, these cards should go up here, but because we're limited on space, I'll try to not cover them, but technically it should go kind of in this area off to the side. So let me see if I can just zoom out just a smidge. And then that way. There we go. So it's a little farther away. Y'all are seeing a little bit of my thing here, but that's okay. I don't think you mind. But at least you'll have a bit more of that. Okay. Let us go from there. Whoopsie. Let's see. Okay, so. Oh my goodness. So the showers didn't really tell us too much. We picked this as card 50. Perfect. I flipped the time. Oh, actually, I need to flip another time. I know, sorry. So we should have 3 cards flipped, so I should pick another time. Oh. Theodora TD Yates and Guilty Houston 2015. So, all right. I mean, works for me. All right, so technically these cards go here. I'll just put them kind of like this in the event we need to come back to them. So if you need me to come back, let me know. Okay, now we're in it. We're in it. Okay, so do we want to do any cell searches of anybody? Do we want to go into any other locations? What are we thinking? Because right now we got a whole lot of nothing, which is unfortunate. So what do y'all think? I'm almost... I don't know. It's like we're grasping at straws here until we get something. I have no idea. We don't know any motives for cell search? Okay, I like that, Amanda. Do we know whose cell we want to search? We have Dominique Bailey, who looks like they were a nun of some sort. And then we have Jessica, and we have Petra, and we have Yasmin, or Jasmine. Which one would you like to do a cell search for? We might find something. I mean, it's worth a shot. I'm letting y'all kind of decide because, oh, brains all over the place right now. What are we thinking? I know there's a bit of a delay too, so no pressure. Trying to think. I have no idea. Petra? Okay, let's do Petra. So we're doing a cell search of Petra. Okay, cell search. Cool. All right, I'll just read this one off. So, Petra's cell reminds you of your own son's bedroom. Smelly, messy, and decorated with posters of large skulls. All that's missing is some acne lotion and you could be right at home. You sift through the heap of cookie wrappers and check the few toiletry items to no avail. At last, however, you do find something worthy of your interest. Some pills in a Ziploc bag under the mattress. You call O'Hare, who previously did a stint with the DEA. Ooh, okay, so let's, I hope someone's taking notes. I have too many things. I'll try and remember to do this. So, we found some little pills in a Ziploc bag under the mattress. So you know what? I know Chelcat's taking notes. I'm going to take some notes too. So this is Petra. We found pills in mattress. Worst writing right now that I have. Okay. Ecstasy? Most likely. Did Kowalski have charges for personal use or dealing? No idea. I'm going to search for her cell again. And ask for a check on her record. Also question her connections ASAP, but don't let her old man know about it. O'Hare silently repeats your words, eventually realizing the implications. Pulling out his phone, he heads somewhere quiet to pass on your request. You leave the room feeling slightly relieved. A prison investigation with no drugs? Unthinkable. Which reminds you, you've been meaning to broach the subject with your teenage son for weeks. Oh, it says add the locked event A card on the bottom of the time deck under the third time card from the top of the deck. Okay. So I'll show you what the card, oops, this camera. Again, it's not the best, but it's just telling me what I need to do down here. But add the locked A card on the bottom of the time deck. Okay, so it's on the bottom of the time deck. Event A. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And under the third time card from the top, 1, 2, 3, we put that there. I don't know what that means yet, but it can't be good. Oh, no. So when we have to progress time, oh, and we progress time. So I'll just put that, Petra's there. So it's just telling us to flip time. Okay, so we did get a card here. And it says, use of mobile phones is permitted for the duration of the game. As in, like, we're allowed? Okay, so maybe they're going to ask us specific questions outside of the game? I don't know. Speculations. But we are now allowed to use cell phones. So. Amanda, are you sending invitations while I'm streaming? Look at you, like a busy bee. You're so sweet. Chelka, does that mean we can look up the play that the torn notary note? Yes, Chelcat. Do you mind doing that? I don't think I have my phone handy, or try not to have it during the stream. So Chelcat, amazing. Yes. So let's do that. So I know what Jackson Pollock is. If you don't know, you should look. Jackson Pollock art is. So you're looking for the name of the. Oh yeah, the thing. Hold on. Yep, I'll remind you. 1 second. Oh, where did my little chat window go? Bear with me. My little chat window disappeared. I just gotta find it. There it is. Okay. The play. Yeah. That was... Oh, over here. Okay, so Jackson Pollock is the artist, and the play... Why am I not seeing it? You can ask us... Shower doors from the... pushing the door open, you find a macabre Jackson Pollock. Yeah, that's the art. Red paint. You find Kowalski, hair and leather. Cannot fend off the attack. Donning gloves. As soon as you empty the thing... The notary just says 2 husbands. Custom does not allow of more than 1. And then it's crossed out to say wives. Let's see what this says. Oh, here we go. A quote from a Molière. I'll spell it for you. Moli. E with an accent grave. So it's the... Oh, this might look opposite to you. So it's the accent that goes the opposite way. R-E. So M-O-L-I, accent grave. So it's the accent that goes the other way. Play. So Molière, play. It's called The Learned Ladies. So let me know if you need... I can put it in the chat if it's... Because my explanation of that was terrible. But Molière, The Learned Ladies. So yeah, look... Oh, thank you, Chelcat. Amazing. Oh, what's in the chat? Gameritis guy, thanks for popping in. You came at a good time. I was having some OBS issues there earlier. Oh, you're driving. Okay, good. Because we just had a whole thing in this case about driving and stuff. So, okay, good. You're being safe. Swipe texting. Yeah, my car. I have a car that's like has some electronic stuff, but I have my phone like read my messages out and then I can voice them back. I think it's an accessibility. Very handy. So thank you for popping in. I know you're driving, so if you want to contribute, or maybe when you get home you have some time, pop in. We've got a lot of people in. Time Roller, Chelcat, Amanda Panda, and we're trying to solve this case. Now, we're not going to finish it tonight, but if people are enjoying it and we want to finish it, happy to set up another time. But we're going to try and bang out maybe another... Gosh, it's already 8 o'clock? Okay, let's maybe try... Are y'all okay for just a little bit longer? Like, I feel like we didn't really get into it yet. So, we're looking up this play. You got that information. The Learned Ladies, Molière. And the card we just had says we can use phones, so we can look things up now. Perfect. That card didn't really tell us a lot. Did it block your... It blocked the link, didn't it? Of course it did. I took that off, but it's still doing it. Amanda, I think you have moderator status. Is there any way that you can sort that out if you're still here? Okay. Yeah, so Chelcat, can you whisper to Amanda? I don't know why it's doing that. I took it off, but it's still blocking it. Sorry about that. Another thing to add to the list for me to sort out, so thank you. So while you're doing that, do we want to wait till we get this information? And, thank you. Here we go. Le Femme. Okay, hold on. It's a satire. Okay, let me just open the page. This will just make my life easier. There we go. Les Femmes Savantes. The The Learned Ladies. Okay, it's a comedy by Molière in 5 acts, written in verse, a satire on academic pretension, female education, and preciosité. So, preciosity. It was one of his most popular comedies and the last of his great plays in verse. It premiered at the Théâtre du Palais Royal on 11 March 1672. The character Trissotin, the main antagonist, is a caricature of Charles Cotin, an adversary of Nicolas Boileau and Molière, who both saw him as the perfect example of a pedantic scholar and mediocre scribbler. So the short synopsis, 2 young people, Henriette and Clitande, are in love, but in order to marry, they must overcome an obstacle, the attitude of Henriette's family. Her sensible father and uncle are in favor of the marriage, but unfortunately her father is under the thumb of his wife, Philomène. And Philomène, supported by Henriette, aunt and sister, wishes her to marry Trissotin, a scholar and mediocre poet with lofty aspirations, who has these 3 women completely in his thrall. Ooh, so there seems to be some kind of love triangle, maybe? For those 3 ladies are learned. Their obsession in life is learning and culture of the most pretentious kind, and Trissotin is their special protege and the fixture of their literary salon. So I'm not going to read the rest. That's gives you a general gist of the play, but potentially it sounds like, so there seems like there's some kind of love triangle going on. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody got jealous, maybe? Or someone maybe is trying to get to her father. I watch way too much Law and Order. I don't know, Chelcat, any thoughts? Amanda, anybody have thoughts on that? I'm just throwing stuff out, and this might push us toward the next thing that we want to investigate. Yeah, okay, you feel that way too, Chelcat, with the 2 wives love triangle? Yeah, I'm just throwing things out, but that to me seems like the most kind of obvious thing, and I mean the clue kind of was insinuating that. But then how does she fit in that? So I'm wondering, does it have to do with her father? Because a lot of these times, these stories, it's usually something the father was doing or was a part of, potentially, and then they go after the daughter or child or whatever, or they pay somebody off in the prison to make sure something bad happens. Could be someone in the prison working. We don't know. Okay, sorry, I'm going on tangents here, but let's stick let's stick to the basic things here. 2 wives equals love triangle. Okay. Good job on finding that. That was actually super useful. Let me just pop that over here. And let me throw some stars in here for y'all. Boop, 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 boop. In case you want to do some slots. That's for your patience and waiting for me. Okay, so Chelcat, what are we thinking? I feel I don't know, that told us information, but I don't know if it told us, oh wow, you won 20 from the game. Good on you. What do we think we want to do? So we have more searching, or we can search areas. If there was, let's just say there was a love triangle thing. I'm trying to think. We have cell searches here. I mean, I'm trying to think of how, just based on their garb, Dominique was a nun. I'm just trying to think, would she know? I'm just trying to think of what they're wearing or anything that could potentially help us. They also have tattoos. I don't know if that helps us at all. We also have areas we can check: the workshop, library, chapel, kitchen, visiting room. Visiting room. Oh, yeah, we can talk to one of them. Absolutely. There's also the visiting room, infirmary. What else do we have here? We also have the night guards as well. I don't know how helpful the night guards are going to be, to be honest. But yeah, let's talk to one of them. I don't know. Jessica looks like they might be hiding something. I'm just saying. So let's talk to, I'm going to say Jessica. I'm just going to pull out Jessica for this one. Let's interrogate Jessica. Let's just do it and see how we're doing. Okay, so that was that. So we'll leave that there. So this is going to be Jessica's card. So you step into the interview room, coffee cup in hand. Miss Delion, she suddenly spins around, almost spilling your coffee. Who did it? She yells. Who did it? She bursts into tears, crying and moaning. Despite your best efforts to soothe her, she begins banging her head on the table repeatedly. You consider calling someone to restrain her, but change your mind at the last moment. Something about her rings hollow. Could it be her perfume? The lace on her underwear peeking out from the orange uniform? Her fashion blogger's makeup? Or maybe the perfectly manicured nails? You, maybe? Me? You're right. I should have poisoned her. Things wouldn't have come to this as if I didn't learn my lesson from getting jailed. Tell me more, Miss de Leon. There's an election coming up. Do I have to spell it out? Wait a second. Are you insinuating the senator had his own daughter killed? In here, we're all innocent. But Julia was even a victim. Her father, geez. If I talk, I'll be next. I can't say anything without early release and witness protection. Blackmail won't work with me, Miss de Leon. You watch her crying for a few more minutes, reminded of those awful sitcoms that people only watch out of a morbid curiosity to find out how they will end. Your patience eventually wears thin. After leaving the interview room, you realize that your coffee, which tasted bad enough when hot, is barely lukewarm. So we do have to turn a time card. Good gosh, time is ticking here. And it says, oh, there's a little text on this one. A little over an hour has already passed. You can't help thinking back to that unsolved prison murder case in Austin last year. The incompetent police response hit the headlines at the time, and tomorrow it will be your face in the papers, either crowned in glory or covered in shame. You tap on your cell phone's cracked screen. Maybe you should call the Austin office to see what you can learn from their experience. So, we do, in fact, have to do that, I think. I just want to see if we must. Yeah, it says collect the card, take it, put it in your stack. I'm pretty sure it says that when we take them, we do have to resolve them. So that is number 44 from the stack. Let me just pull that out. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay, so we're calling. I'll just put that in the discard. We're calling the Austin office. So that's what the card looks like. And at the bottom, it has a little A mark on it. Sorry, this camera's being real fussy. But let me see what that means. It doesn't have it here. Okay, I don't see anything here, so this should be interesting. Okay, it's just the type of card, so it goes on like this part of the board. Oscar Gutierrez no longer works here. After resigning, he spent his time researching inmate relations. With 2 best-selling publications already under his belt, he has earned a reputation as an expert on prison life. Your contacts are able to put you in touch with him quickly. Talkative and visibly delighted to help, he launches into a monologue that may be fascinating to anthropologists but is of little use to your investigation. According to him, people don't really speak much in prisons but use a variety of indirect communication networks. He takes the opportunity to recommend his book in prison tattoos. Oh? For example, that an 88 is a nod to the letters HH as in Heil Hitler, identifying an inmate as a neo-Schnazi. Or that a spider's web or watch with no hands symbolize a life sentence. He wraps up with a snippet of potentially useful information sandwiched between 2 sexist comments. Female inmates tend to live by less rigid clan codes than their male counterparts. As a result, an assault may come from anyone, even a close friend. You hang up exhausted by the irrepressible Gutierrez. He seemed to be insinuating you were going about your work wrong and should be paying attention to the murder weapon, as if you didn't already know that. Okay, so technically this should go here. I'll just kind of do that. And we have to flip time. Oh my gosh, time is like ticking away here. So more text. O'Hare sidles up to you, a smug look on his face. He proudly waves a scrap of paper under your nose. Look, Inspector, I found this in the laundry in Julia's clean laundry bag. So we had to go to card 33, washed out receipt. Okay, all right. We're on to something here, 33. Okay. So, there we go. We're going to get some evidence, hopefully. O'Hare hands you a soggy little envelope and some neatly ironed underwear. You stare at him for a moment, doubting his motives for searching through Julia's panties. Ugh, gross. Go check the trash cans, you order, as a sort of punishment. and put some gloves on, for God's sake. Opening the envelope, you carefully pull out its contents. And it says, I'm a BM from you. Even Cobra gonna think it ain't worked. There's a smudged receipt for $9. And then there's $7 in cash. So hopefully this might not be super clear, but I'll read the text, but you get the idea. The receipt is pretty blurred. It just says $9, $7 in cash. And then let me see if I can type this in the chat so you can actually get the message. I'm a buy 'em from you. So I will buy them from you. Even Cobra gonna think it ain't worked. And yes, I am writing it grammatically how it is seen here. Okay, so that's what the note says. Okay. And now it says to go to 53. What did Jessica say about poison there? Oh, okay, let me go back. Jessica. Okay. No, this is good. So I'll leave this here. That should be here. All right, let me look. Okay. It goes, could it be her perfume, the lace on her underwear peeking out from her orange uniform, her fashion blogger's makeup, or maybe perfectly manicured nails? You, maybe? Me, you're right. I should have poisoned her. Things wouldn't have come to this, as if I didn't learn my lesson from getting jailed. Tell me more, Miss Delion. There's an election coming up. Do I have to spell it out? Wait a second. Are you insinuating the senator had his own daughter killed? In here, we're all innocent, but Julia was even a victim. Her father? Geez, if I talk, I'll be next. I can't say anything about early release and witness protection. Blackmail won't work with me, Miss Delion. Gameritis guy. Listen, it was hard enough. Oh, this damn camera. It was hard enough writing it, okay? So it was a thing. It was a struggle. All right. So I'm trying to get this camera to stop being so annoying, but there we go. Well, it is what it is. Okay. So that was what they said about the poison. Oh, yes, I have to pick up card 53 because that was from, 53 for the receipts. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully got that one. 53. Gameritis guy, you jumped right in. See, at least it's not, no one's peeing in juice containers. Yeah, so we played a video game, everybody, and there was a scene where it was pretty disgusting. Not me, but in the game, someone did that. It was pretty rough. So, it is a thing. All right. There we go. Now, record evidence. Okay, so this is going to be for the receipt. Okay. You task O'Hare with taking the receipt to the mobile forensic lab setup in the parking lot, as much to get rid of him as to find evidence. After 15 minutes, a technician calls. We got nothing from it, Inspector. The paper was damp, no prints, no DNA. All we can say, it's a receipt from the prison store concerning the purchase of 2 items totaling $9. That's all? Actually, no. There was also $7. Aren't you freaking kidding me? You burst out. No, but if you keep sending us every scrap of paper you come across, we might. And put a leash on your guy. He's busting You hang up on him, unsure whether his piece of evidence has really been examined. So, there's that. Dag nabbit. So, that was garbage for us. I'll just put this under here. That don't really tell us anything. Oh, and we got a progress time. Oh, okay. So, this was that card. Yeah, right? Oh, sorry, Gameritis guy. It was a thing. So this is that card we put under, remember? So Game Rights Guy, you might have missed this. This was a card that we put under the time. So this symbol means that I believe we have to resolve it and read it immediately, and then we discard it. If this symbol is present on the front of a card, flip it face down. Well, in this case, we gotta flip it. All right. Pretty sure that's what that says. It's so confusing. You see the symbol on the front of a card in the investigation area or on the top card of the time? Yeah, okay, we flip it over. Okay, and there's some text. A woman in civilian dress approaches you. You ask to see me? Dr. Aquati? I'm the prison doctor. Oh, yes, I did. We found some tablets in Miss Fuller's cell. Is she taking a specific treatment? So remember, we found those pills in the mattress, I'm thinking? Yes, those are the pills in the mattress. I'm sorry, but that's covered by patient confidentiality. You wave the bag in front of her. We're guessing MDMA? Can you confirm? May I see those? A brief silence ensues while she inspects the contents of the bag. These aren't narcotics. They're contraceptive pills. Any other questions? You thank Dr. Aquati for her time, and as you watch her walk away, you realize you've forgotten to take your own pill today. Oh my gosh. So that told us nothing. I'm getting a little discouraged here. Like, oh, okay. I know it's late for people, so let's do one more thing. I feel like we just barely scratched the surface here, but we'll do one more, and then we'll definitely. Well, I'm gonna do a part 2. Whether y'all come or not, Chelcat, you have to come. You're driving this here. Amanda's, I think, floating around there, but you have to come. So, please and thank you. Yeah. So, Chelka, did it tell us nothing, or did it tell us that someone is on birth control when they shouldn't be in a position to get pregnant, not including other medical reasons? Right. Oh my gosh, I forgot. We were just talking about the whole potential love triangle. Oh my gosh, what if something's going on with the guards? I mean, I really hope that's just wrong on so many levels. Because if they're all... I mean, you've all watched Orange is the New Black, right? Just saying. Oh, that's a good point. Exactly. Why would you need to be? Or, not even the guards. Remember they noted that there's no way that the prisoners on the women's side could get to access, yes, to the men's side. So they obviously do have some type of access. Come on. You've all seen Locked Up, where they send notes down the toilet to the men's section. That means, I'm telling you, you're right. There's probably some kind of access. Okay. Okay, you're right. I need to just not take it too literally and just pick up on the hints. Interesting. And Amanda, I see you in the chat. If you're around when we're done the stream, we can have a quick chat after about Foundation stuff. But let's do one more card. If you're all, are you all up for that? Yes, no, maybe so. I know there's a bit of a delay. Okay, yes, Amanda, I'm free. I love it. No, seriously, Chelka, you need to let me know your schedule right now so we can pick this up as continue. It might be a 3-parter. We'll see. Okay, man. Awesome. All right. So what do we want to check out? Knowing what we know now. So the pills were birth control. We think there might be some kind of love triangle. We don't know with whom yet. Possibly, you know, the father could be involved or having people involved to keep things under control or secrets from getting out. We don't know. Where do we want to go next? Do we want to interrogate someone? They mentioned something about a cobra. Could that be like a tattoo, part of a group, a gang? I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of inclined. And then somebody mentioned something about tattoos in one of the cards as well. What do we think? I feel like tattoos might be of importance here, but I don't know even like who I would go to for that. Actually, who's wearing tattoos? So Petra has a tattoo that I can see, but everybody else has sleeves covering them up, so I can't tell if they have tattoos or not. Check someone's tattoos or talk to the guards? Yeah. Oh, God. There's all kinds of things wrong with that sentence, Game Right Sky, but yes. Guards in love triangle, wrong protection, wrong protection. Agreed. Oh, yes. All of them had tattoo. Check. Option card. Yes. No, you're right. You're right. See, Chelcat, this is why. Running a stream and paying attention, I'm missing all the little things. It's terrible. So, okay. So with that being said, Chelcat, who do you think we should check? Let me see. I just want to make sure there's nothing on the back. No, okay. Perfect. Okay, you're right. They all had tattoos. So I forgot. That's right. They all had tattoo cards. So yes, or at least they'll have some information about tattoos. So who do you want to check? We have Dominic, Jessica, Petra, Jasmine. We also have Julia. So I'm almost wondering if now I'm curious if a Cobra tattoo is going to be something or it just could be nothing. So what are we thinking? I'm open to any, but we'll go with whatever somebody writes in the chat. Okay, Jessica or Petra, since we have info of them already. Yeah. Hey, Board Game James. Board Games James. I wanted to say something else for some reason. Thanks for popping in. You came you came at a good time. Yeah, someone's in love. I'm almost tempted to check Petra. Like, the birth control pills is given a vibe here. So let's do that. I think you're right though, Chelcat. One of the two. So let me yeah, let's go Petra tattoos. Let's check this out. All right. So, oh, hold on. There's a picture. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. So I think you can kind of make that out a little bit. Excuse me. So it says ACAB on the knuckles. And then the one at the top, it says blurp. And it's literally a woman or a person, a person puking in a pram. And I can't really read what this bottom one says. It looks like Jad, Jadre. I mean, I write in cursive, but this is really bad. Oh, Japre. I can't really tell. So it's kind of hard to make out. But those are the tattoos. I don't really know if that tells us anything. I was hoping to see something with like a cobra or something like that, or a snake. Yeah. And then this one here, I can't really, like in cursive, it looks like Jadre. That letter's kind of hard to see. Could even be a P, but this one here. Yeah, it's a bit of a doozy. Huh. So we do have to do time. So I don't know if that tells us anything. Okay, so Shellcat. If she's sleeping with someone, it's not a guard probably. I agree with you. And I wonder if it's someone, a lover's signature name. Good point. So let me write these letters down. They're a bit weird looking. Let me see if I can... Okay, so I'll write these. And then I'll try and emulate what the other ones look like. I shouldn't say it's cursive. It's not cursive. It's more like calligraphy kind of. So it kind of looks like that. So I don't know if it's supposed to be a D, a P, yeah. So that's kind of gives you the vibe of what it looks like. So that is that card. And we have to progress time. So there is, oh gosh, there are some cards coming out here. Whoa! Okay, I'll read it. A piercing whistle travels the length of the corridor you are in. Turning your head, you spot Garcia and O'Hare. Garcia is looking at his phone. As you are about to point out that tonight is no time for slacking off, he shows the screen to his partner. Wow, the autopsy report's already in. No kidding. Everyone busts their butt when a senator's involved. Okay. See, it's a good thing we checked this because now it's saying we got to go to number 25 for the autopsy report. That might be... Oh, it's right at the top. And 26 tattoos for Julia. So we didn't have to pull that one. So we'll start with 20. Do you want to start with 25 or 26? Because I think you have... Well, I think we have to do 25 first, actually. Okay, this is a doozy. So that's the card. There's a lot of information on this. It's like crazy hard to see. So... But I'll read it out to you. So December 15th, 2015. The patient name is Julia Kowalski, age 25, 137 pounds, 5'2". Case of death, wound to right carotid artery, resulting in hemorrhage and cardiac arrest. Tattoos, right neck, left calf, right and left wrists, swelling recent on left arm, 5 by 4 centimeters. Medical examination, the respiratory system, lungs are clear, laryngeal cartilage undamaged. Cardiovascular system, heart is 230 grams, no atherosclerosis. Nervous system, brain is 1190 grams, no intracranial bleeding. Urinary system, 15 cc urine, bluish color. Kidneys left, 120 grams, R115, G uniform. Parenchyma. Reproductive organs, penetrating intrauterine wounds. Oh my gosh, could she have been pregnant? Could she have been pregnant? Someone got jealous and Game of Thrones her. Sorry, that scene really bothers me to this day. Foreign object, 1/3 inch fragment of green plastic. Oh, yes, Shellcat. Oh my gosh, we need to play these games together because we were like on it. Oh my gosh. So there was a 1/3 inch fragment of green plastic found in her. Balance of examination neutral, no signs of sexual assault. I think we're onto something here. I think she was pregnant. And I mean, senator's daughter pregnant, that's good, especially if she's pregnant by someone that, doesn't work so well for the campaign. Digestive system, stomach contents, solid mashed potato, ? Orange liquid, ? No ulcers. Lymphatic system, spleen 60 grams, lymph nodes neutral. Laboratory BGA+, CRP, it's about 5. Beta HCG levels, 57256. No drugs. Time of death was December 15th, 2015. Around 7 to 7:30 p.m. The coroner was Dr. Keating. There was an inquiry, and the date or time of this was 9:45 p.m. Okay. Honestly, I know it's hard, you can't really see it, but I read off the whole card. Hopefully you took a few notes. The card will be available, so maybe next stream, once I get my camera sorted out, I'll be able to hopefully pull that in a little closer. Worst comes to worst, I'll find a way to show that on screen. But that is very strong. So I'm just going to throw that there with, it's technically, oh, no, that should be here. This should be here. This should be here. And so we have to add locked event card C from the bottom of the time deck under the third time card from the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to give us a little zip when we get there. That card should be there. We still have to resolve one more card, and then we'll call it for today. And then we have to resolve a time card. And then we have to go to the next card that's under here. Okay, our phone buzzes. Case going okay, TD? And that was at 12:19 a.m. That's it. So just trying to check in. Okay, last card for today. We're going to look at Julia's tattoos. Okay. Huh. Okay, so I'll see if that comes up a bit. So the one on the upper here, it's like a lizard. The one to the left of that is a cat, like a outline of a cat. The one on the neck, oddly enough, there's another one that kind of looks like it's going around the back, like a snake maybe, I don't know. And then it looks like 3 circles and some lines. And then the one on the wrist is a watch, but there are no hands on the watch. Huh. So, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't really tell us a ton right now. Maybe. I'd be curious to know what the rest of the tattoo looks like at the back, but interesting. Interesting. Okay, so quick recap where we are. Yeah, that's what I think. Cobra. I really think that's something to do with the tattoo. Is it part of a group or a gang or I don't know, but I'm feeling that vibe. So maybe that's what that tattoo is, because they just show like the tip of that. Okay, so what do we think? Chelcat chat, if you were kind of following along. I think, well, what I'm gathering so far is that maybe she could have been pregnant. Maybe. And the marks on the wall that we saw in that first picture with the phone could be her counting how many weeks in the pregnancy she was. Just saying. Maybe. They don't really tell us point blank, but the way that it makes it sound is that, and the fact that she was stabbed in the stomach specifically, or that area, uterine area, could be like, hey, you're not having this baby. And it could be a whole jealous, like, nah, he's mine, I'm having his baby, you're not, whatever. And then Julia's father being the senator, I don't know how he fully fits in yet, but if that is the case, he could be like, yeah, that's not happening on my watch, that's going to affect my status, whatever. And that triangle could have been with Petra as well, because Petra was taking birth control pills. So why was it Julia? Maybe it was on purpose. Who knows? Maybe they were trying to find a way to tell Petra, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Okay, that was a lot. And I know this one was rough because we had to like get through some of the rules and stuff. But not bad. So let's swing back over here. All right. Okay, let me see what you're saying here, Chillicat. Did the autopsy say something about blue pea or my note swap? Okay, let me pull it up. I was reading it a little fast, so hold on. Okay, so let's see. It says urinary system. Okay, no, you're not wrong. It says 15 cc urine, so there were 15 cc's of urine, bluish color. Kidneys are the next line, L120G. Now, keep in mind, we can use our phone, too, to check what some of these stats mean. I mean, my mom's a nurse, but I can't really ask her right now. Be like, what does this mean? Tell us. But I think this is we might want to go to the interwebs next session to see what some of this means, if we're not sure, or if any of you are. I mean, you could be in that field as well, so you could tell me. 15 cc urine, bluish color. So, no, you're not wrong. And then it says uniform parenchyma. I'll put it in the chat so you can see. Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be blue. That's definitely cause for concern. Okay, let me put it in the chat. Okay, so this is what it says at the end of that part. After it talks about the kidneys, then it says that. And then don't forget, there's a foreign object, 1/3 inch fragment of green plastic. I don't think we've come across anything that's green plastic, but I don't know. Okay, we've got a lot to think about it. I love that you took notes. I have all the cards here as well, so I'm going to make sure. It's a tumor? Oh. Okay, well that... Uniform parenchyma, okay. Or functional tissue sometimes. Yeah, so it's saying this is part of the urinary system. And that was the last line after kidneys, after it gave the stats on the kidneys. And then just in between before that was the bluish color of the urine. So Shellcat, I don't know if this is making sense or notes for you, but this might be something we have to like investigate online as well. Well, not exactly. It says bluish color. That blue, yeah, this is not good. And they had 15 cc's of urine, so they still had some urine in the body before they expired. I'm still wanting to know what this green plastic thing is, but we haven't come across anything yet that I can think of that would kind of fit that. But the tattoos are definitely vibing there. Possibly Cobra. I don't know. So, okay. Well, I've got notes. James, I know you were kind of paying attention there. You've got some notes. We're going to keep all these cards together. Hopefully my camera will be behaving a little bit better next time and I can sort that out so it's a bit clearer for you. Oh, you heard none of it. Okay, well, you got the gist of the little bits that were there. Yeah, so thanks everybody. Thanks for your patience when I had to restart there. And James, I use my iPhone with the NDI app for wireless streaming to OBS. Yeah, so the last camera so before you came on, something's going on with OBS because I was having problems before we even started. I did an update, and ever since I did that update, things are being weird. So I don't know what's going on. Even my Stream Deck is not, something's messed up with it because even my Stream Deck is not capturing the information properly. So, and I also had some outlets installed today, so I had to power off my computer completely today and then put it back on. So it's been a bit sketchy. So I'm hoping this weekend I can get it sorted out. So next week I'll be back to my other camera because I have the Zoom functions that I put in for that. The other one that I was just streaming with that you just saw was my phone. I have a phone that I use as well as a video camera. But OBS has been a bit weird. So gamer right is this guy. I'm driving. I mean, yeah, I appreciate you listening though. It's good. So I'm hoping next stream yeah, that hopefully we'll have a smoother sailing. But at least we have some, hopefully gamer right is this guy, you're getting some of the stories, some ideas, so the next stream you can help us out. And then we're streaming again on Sunday. So if you're not driving, you can feel free to follow us for more of that story in As Dusk Falls on Sunday, because we got to see what happens. I think we'll, now that we're in the whole standoff with the enemies. So let me see what's on the agenda just before I let you all have your Friday night back. I'm just going to see what's coming up. Calendar. Yeah, like today. There it is. So I think, yeah, Sunday we're doing that stream. And then I think we're doing it on Sunday. I don't have it in here, but I believe we are. And then, so next week, for those who do listen, next Thursday night, we are doing Critical Foundation. So it's going to be more of like an RPG stream. I feel like this game just didn't get the coverage as it should have. It's really strong, especially for those who are new to RPGs or DMing. It walks you through it really well. Stephanie's going to be DMing, and then myself and David, Eclectic Camel, will be playing with her. So she's going to run it, and you all get to see like how easy it is to run. And it's short, like it's not super long. It's like maybe an hour or so. And then on Saturday, we are streaming Cascadia. So Suzanne and I will be streaming that. And I believe we're giving away codes. So if you do not have Cascadia on Steam, I think we have a couple codes to give away for the app. Tell your friends, come by, but we'll be doing a giveaway for that as well. All right. Well, I will leave it there. All of you are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me and helping me out with this mystery. I'm terrible at doing these alone and staying on track, and Chelcat has been really good with notes, and, you know, as always, the chat's always contributing. Amanda, thanks for helping with the moderation as well. My pleasure, Chelcat. Does this night work for you? And sorry, this is really for everybody, but I know Chelcat specifically, we were talking about them joining for the chat. So yeah, I'm happy to do another one on a Friday at this time if that works. So yeah, let me know, and we can just do that and try and get another bit in. So it might take 3 sessions. We'll see. Now that we know how the game plays. Okay, perfect. Next week is probably not good for me either. I'll be very honest. I have like 2 streams that week, like close together. So I'm happy for it to be like the following week. So I'll put that in. I'll make a note. So we'll try and do it in a couple Fridays from now. And you have your notes. I have my notes, and I think everyone has notes. So thank you, everybody. Have a lovely evening. I'm going to go play Harold Halibut. If you've not heard of it, you should go check it out. It's actually pretty good. Have a wonderful evening. Amanda, I'll ping you on the Discord. James, you're a fish. No, it's you're a person. The art is like claymation. Go check it out, and it's on Game Pass. I have Game Pass, so it's for free, but it's an expensive game on Steam. It's like $50. Anyway, all right, we'll talk soon. Have a great night, and thanks so much again for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, bye everybody.